Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Audiotree Live. It is August 12th, 2024, and I'm your host, FINGY. Before we get into today's session, I urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay in the loop with all the amazing music we have going down in the studio. With that being said, we're on all streaming services, so Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, you name it, we're there. Tap in. But without further ado, I'm so stoked to introduce soft Chicago-based keeper of the shepherds herself, Hannah Francis. Take it away, my friend.
The brilliance of the day waits for you to wake again, patient in the way I waited for you to love me again. Bronwyn, I lost the song, gone when I sang. Bronwyn, I lost the way home where I knew brown smoke says burns to hell, release me
more menaces. Oh my God. I think I was just like on like some big fluffy grass this whole time. Okay. Whoa, a lot to get into. First off, thank you again so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. I really, really admire how you're able to interweave nature with your music, from like these soundscapes to these like crazy meters going on. Like, it's all very primal, it's all very intuitive, and I think it allows, in my humble opinion, the music to resonate with others. And I was wondering, beyond your musical decisions and more so in your life, how often do you feel you're able to make decisions based off of your intuition?
I think I'm very intuition-led as a musician, and in every other area of my life. I have a pretty strong relationship with my gut, and I just think that has led me, a really unwavering trust in creative decisions and also just trajectory, what I want to do, what I don't want to do. I think that takes time to cultivate, but that's been a very intentional cultivation for me in the last, I would say, decade.
Yeah. And there's a lot within this project, there's a lot of death and rebirth of certain relationships in your life. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting that you say you have this relationship with your gut. Do you think that's something that has anchored you within recultivating yourself through this process?
Definitely. Yeah. I think as, relationships transmute and loss and growth happens, I think, having a core has helped me feel very tethered through a lot of change in the last decade of my life. So yeah. And I think a lot of this album speaks to that.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
just
it definitely
really
does.
trying to feel so clear about my own voice. I think this record helped me find that creatively, but also, like spiritually as well.
Yeah. And attitude is latitude, mentality is your clarity, and I love how this project grapples with the idea of like abundance versus vacancy and having the ability to see the glass half full even when it's probably the most challenging time to do so. Does that come naturally to you, being able to see abundance over vacancy, or is that something you have to be mindful of and work towards?
I think I'm able to hold both. I think I have to hold a lot of nuance in, naming the lack. I think this record, a lot of my lyricism is acknowledging where there are vacant areas. But I think also they're juxtaposed by acknowledging what I do want. And I think to know what you do want, you have to know what you don't want. Or to know what you want to call into your life, you also have to create space for that. And I think, a lot of my writing is that process of like creating space, finding areas that are dissonant and, getting clear on where I want, how I want to grow and how I want to live in more integrity. So I think naming like the vacant intimacies, I think allows me, or maybe allows the listener to, naming that frees you from it. And then you have like this space to be like, wow, what would like an abundant and like real love or real, fulfillment look like? Yeah.
And I feel like that changes as we grow, no?
Totally.
How often do you feel you're reevaluating what you're abundant in, what you're vacant in, and how you need to readjust to continue to get closer to your truer self?
I think constantly. I think that's why I'm always writing music. Yeah. I think my writing process for me is just like checking in and processing where I am right now.
Yeah.
And, back years ago when I wrote like Floodplain or a lot of these songs, I was in a very different emotional process than I am in now. And, they still resonate, but I think that's why we keep creating, is because we're like growing and transforming, and our art is, reflecting that.
Yeah. And again, with intuition, I was reading that like your projects more or less the way in which you structure your songs, or like you wrote that song and then boom, that's gonna be the first track, second, third, fourth, and it kind of goes chronologically. Is that something that was also intentional in the creating process, or it's more so a divine moment of, oh, this just naturally flowed this way, so it naturally flows this way?
Yeah, I think it's intentional. It's always been chronological for me, I think, to align with that, what we were just talking about, that kind of, as I'm growing, I'm writing and reflecting myself, or reflecting my environment. And so it's just naturally fallen chronologically. And this album was more intentional that way. You know, definitely trying to build and create through lines from song to song and trying to envision the arc of the album.
Yeah.
So I think I was writing with that in mind, just being like, what do I want to feel after Husk, for instance, or where do I want to go after Vacant Intimacies? And so then, you know, Haunted Landscape is like, I want to end, you know, in this journey, and how is that also making some sort of cohesion from the first song? So I think that's always how I've approached projects.
That's I've never heard of anyone approach like that, but that's really sick. I like that.
Thank you. I just love the craft of an album. I'm very
Yeah.
passionate about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And clearly the craft of an ensemble as well, because we got a heavy-hitting 7-piece in the building. I was wondering for y'all, I know this all kind of came about in moments here, moments there to bring you all here today. Has there been anything out of this ensemble and this project for you individually that has allowed you to see your path a little more clearer?
I could speak to that.
Please.
When you're talking about these themes in Hannah's music, transcendental themes, nature themes, working through grief and loss, one practice that I was developing in my own artistic output was the use of field recordings and layering those in with woodwinds like I was already doing. And working with Hannah has really encouraged me to go deeper into that process, because it also serves her music. The way, and we heard in the transition between those first two tunes, Sarah and I were creating some ambient sound there, and those were recordings and layers crafted in the process of working both with Hannah and on my own thing. And so to have those practices reinforce and encourage each other simultaneously is something that wouldn't have happened if I wasn't working with Hannah.
Yeah. And I'm liking the 404. That's so sick how that's used for this music. I love it. But beautiful, insightful. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
Sick.
Righteous indignation. I hear the shrill of the past yelling, telling me to run fast.
can't stop laughing over here because I'm just like, you're genuinely a legend in the making, dude. Like, it's crazy. My job's crazy because I just get to sit here and be like, oh, it's over. Like, it's over.
Over.
We can take off the humility hat. Do you know this? Are you aware of this?
I don't know how to take off the humility hat.
Ooh, okay. So we're going to work on that.
But thank you.
Yes, thank you. So I was reading that in the process of making music, you're a little bit of a shapeshifter, and you do this to, from what I understand, appease the inner child. But I wanted to know a little bit more about what you meant by a shapeshifter and what that means to you.
I think I said that in regards to genre bending. Maybe I said that in an interview somewhere. But yeah, just feeling like I'm, in the process of making music, trying to find what kind of shape I want to be in. And I think it shifts a lot. And yeah, I think I'm very influenced by a lot of different music. And yeah, I think I'm maybe actively trying to resist a specific mold or a pigeonhole as like a folk singer-songwriter. So yeah, I'm trying to be very malleable and fit into different musical worlds.
Yeah.
I think, jazz, progressive rock, mathy, folk. So
Okay.
I don't know.
And in doing that, are there like maybe thresholds where you hit where maybe you're sounding kind of math rock and you're like, okay, I want to lean a little more jazzy, and then you're on the jazz side and like, okay, let's move? Or how does that balance find its equilibrium?
I think I don't think too much about it.
Yeah? You're intuitive.
I don't think too much about
Love
it.
that.
Yeah. I think I'm like, the song we just played, I was just like, yeah, that's a shreddy, crunchy, mathy rock song. But, then I can turn around and write Wool Gathering and, soft, gentle music as well. So I think it's just whatever I'm working through.
Whatever has low viscosity. Yes.
And then I try to find a shape for it. And sometimes that's a really loud, intense song. And sometimes that's a really, sad ballad. So
Yeah. And I mean, your music is viciously vulnerable, which I also admire. And I was wondering, when you make this music, are you mindful of maybe sitting on it and with it for a while so that it can exist in your world before it reaches other worlds? Or are you more of I have it and immediately, want to give it?
I think I more lean towards the latter. Making music in my early 20s, it was definitely like made the record, drop it like a month later.
Nice.
So yeah, that was very just kind of urgently like, not paying attention to like promotion or the amount of time it actually takes to put out a record. This one took a really long time to put out. But yeah, this is the longest I've like held on to an album. But all of my past work was like finished mastering, like uploading it to the internet.
Let's go.
So yeah, I think I function more in like a need to impulsively express myself and want to just share it with the world. And yeah, once it's out, I'm like, it's for everyone else now.
Yeah.
It's like little gifts. At least that's how I approach it.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. And since this one has taken so long, and because the content is so true to so many profound life experiences that you've had, has your relationship shifted with the music over time? Because it seems as though you were processing and recording and producing at the same time. Time has passed. How has your relationship shifted with it, if it has?
Yeah, I think it's naturally shifted. A lot of the recordings were like very recent after I finished writing it. Some of the arrangements I finished in the studio. Like, I was like, I think I'm going to do that 5 times. Let's just do that. Roll the tape. So a lot of it was very actively writing it and recording it. And I think since then, performing with an ensemble has definitely changed my relationship to the music because it was recorded in a more like fragmented way. Like it was mostly me and my producer Kevin Copeland and other collaborators like Hunter and a cellist, Alex Ellsworth. They kind of recorded everything remotely, and we kind of patchworked it all together. So yeah, I think just my relationship with performing the material has definitely grown profoundly by playing live with all these beautiful friends. And the songs have kind of taken on shapes of their own. Yeah, so
it's grown. I
so
like
it's grown
that.
a lot.
And
yeah.
it's grown up to be a nice situation.
It's a good situation.
It's an amazing situation.
It's a big situation.
It's a vibration. It's a frequency.
This is true.
All of the above.
Frequency.
I was about to.
I didn't actually. I just put that together.
Because I've been saying it took me like a month to listen to that song to finally be like, she meant frequency. Is somebody gonna, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's copyright. No, it's not copyright. Is somebody gonna match my frequency is what we need to be asking about. And Hannah Francis, you have matched my frequency. I'm not gonna lie. No, but
Thank
actually,
you for the opportunity.
oh my gosh, of course. I mean, I just come and I do my thing. But genuinely, like, Keeper of the Shepherd, to bring it all together, like, we were talking about divinity and how things come into your life at a certain time, and I just feel very grateful that I got to listen to it when I did, because I feel like once I did, that was the first time I was ready to hear what you were saying, instead of, I think it would have gone past me. And
Totally.
at the time I got to listen was when I was ready to hear it, and I'm so glad that's what I heard, because it was something I needed to hear.
I love that.
Yeah.
I believe in that with music in general. I feel like, you know, albums come out and I don't hear them for like years.
Yeah.
And then it hits me at the right time and I'm like, wow. I'm so glad that found me when it did.
Yes.
So, an honor to have my album find you and
is
to
an
find
honor to
anyone who has listened. And if
Yeah.
it, you know, resonates, that's all I do it for, really. So.
Yeah. And if you haven't listened, what are you doing? Listen. All right, let's close this bad boy out.
All right.
Oh yeah.
God, I'm on my body, on the woman in the child seeking shelter, child living.
My God, thank you so much, Hannah.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, anytime, truly.
We'll do it again tomorrow.
And the next day after that, and then
sounds good.
After that, love that.
Awesome.
Thank you to our crew for getting this done. Sounded amazing. I'm sure it looked amazing. Can't do it without you. And thank y'all for watching. By the time you are watching this, it's already on all streaming services. Can you believe it? That's kind of crazy. So Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, you name it, it's there. Tap in. We listen to it unreleased. Like, it's crazy. Listen back and back and back and back, just as I will be. My name is FINGY. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
All right, so you guys want to do it for real now?